that we're tracking as well. Now, former Vice President of the United States of America, Kamala Harris, has given a statement stating that Donald Trump's actions in Venezuela do not make America safer, stronger or more affordable. She further added that even if Maduro is a brutal, illegitimate dictator, it does not change the fact that this action was both unlawful and unwise. We've seen this move before, wars for regime change or oil that are sold as strength but turn into chaos, and American families pay the price. The American people do not want this and they are tired of being lied to. So that of course is what Kamala Harris has stated. Aditya continues to be with us on the broadcast. Aditya, take us through this statement by the former US Vice President. Of course, she's come out very strongly against Trump and the US strikes in Venezuela.
Well, definitely, Kamala, as far as the former Vice President of US, Kamala Harris is concerned, she has slammed the US President Trump over the capture of former Venezuelan dictator Maduro and his wife, Celia Flores. According to Kamala Harris, this operation was driven by oil interests, not concerns over drugs. In a post next, Harris said Trump's actions in Venezuela would not make the United States safer. She warned that forced regime change could destabilize the region, putting American lives at risk. What she further wrote, and I quote, Donald Trump's action in Venezuela do not make America safer, stronger, or more affordable. That Maduro is a brutal, illegitimate dictator does not change the fact that his action was both unlawful and unwise. We have seen this move before, wars for regime change or oil that are sold as strength but turn into chaos, and American families pay the price. Harris further said that the American public did not support such military actions and accused Trump of misleading people. And, what she says is that American people do not want this and they are tired of being lied to. This is not about drugs or democracy. It is about oil and Trump's desire to play the regional strongman. If he cared about either, he wouldn't pardon a convicted drug trafficker or sideline Venezuela's legitimate opposition while pursuing deals with Maduro's cronies. So, she's trying to portray that, Trump is very hypocritical in his approach, on one fact. And, he has all done this for the benefits of getting oil. Yes, Malvika.
Stay on with us, Aditya. We have some more updates coming in. Now, of course, leaders around the world have responded with a mix of condemnation and support to the US capture of Venezuela's President Nicolas Maduro. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres said he was, and I quote, deeply concerned that the rules of international law have not been respected. His spokesperson said he was deeply alarmed by the strikes which set a dangerous precedent. Well, Aditya, we're finally seeing the UN now speak on the US strikes in Venezuela. What has the UN Secretary General said?
Well, definitely, if you see, UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres has raised his concern over the escalation between the US and Venezuela, culminating in the capture of country's President Nicolas Maduro, saying the developments constitute a dangerous precedent. And definitely, the Secretary General is deeply alarmed by the recent escalation in Venezuela, culminating with today's US military action in the country, which has potential worrying implications for the region. And definitely, Guterres, the UN Secretary General, has said that independently of the situation in Venezuela, these developments constitute a dangerous precedent, and said he is deeply concerned that the rules of international law haven't been respected. Maduro and his wife have been indicted by the federal authorities in New York on charges of narco-terrorism and conspiracy to possess destructive devices against the US. So indeed, these are the statements that are coming in from the UN Secretary General.
Stay on with us, Aditya. There are some more breaking updates coming in.